So what we think about, we tend to bring about, and generally we meet our expectations, and that's why we set stretching goals. And I think one of the funnest ways to write your goals is to write it in your future history. So almost as if it was a year from now, write a letter back to yourself, congratulating yourself on your best year yet. If it had been your best year yet, what would have had to have happened with your finances, your career, your family, your friendships, relationships, health, travel, social? Write it all down, and if you read it and it doesn't excite you enough, I want you to rip it up and rewrite it, because when you read it, it should make you feel excited and make you want to go and make it happen. A really nice tool that I use to help people try on different experiences is that I actually get them to imagine that if they don't change, imagine going to the end of your lifespan, taking your last breath. And then I say, I want you to think about the condition of your body, who's round about you, what you're most proud of, and have you any regrets? And then imagine if you bring yourself back to present, then imagine making the change. And when you make the change, again, fast forward right to the end of your lifespan. So this time, taking your last breath. And this time, when you're taking your last breath, what age are you this time? The condition of your body, who's round about you? And again, ask yourself, what am I most proud of? And ask yourself, after making the change, have you got any regrets? Because often the differences are staggering, and people will get sometimes an age difference of like 20 years. Generally regrets in the first scenario and absolutely none in the second. And I know which life path I would want to have. One of my top tips is always get yourself into a really good state, because state leads state, and the strongest state will always lead. So you have to go there first and feel the feelings of what you want the other person to feel. So I would say generate a really good state and go there first. Always have some tools with you so that if something comes along that you weren't expecting and makes you feel a bit like, that you have something ready to lift yourself back up. So for example, some people have a happy dance, some people sing a song to themselves, some people just look at pictures of their family on their phone. But whatever it is, have something that can snap you out of it and get you back into a good place. One of my top tips for networking is, to get yourself into a really good place where you feel relaxed and comfortable and ready to talk. I always walk in with music, so I drive along with the music in my car, and then when I get out the car, I put my headphones in and I put them into my ears, and I have them in right up until the minute I go in, and sometimes even I'll walk up to a person, and as I see them going, I ping them out and then start talking, because then you have no time for any of this to start and give you a hard time. You're in a good place and you can get a good conversation going, which usually leads to business. A top tip for networking would be never break a 2 or a 4. They are always engrossed in conversation. I would say always look for a 3 or a 5, because there's a spare person, and as soon as you walk up to them, that spare person's like, I've got somebody to talk to. So always look for a 3 or a 5. The things that I keep on my person at all time to give me a little boost are often visuals. So I have a vision board that every morning when I wake up, I can see my vision board, and I would like to work around the world. So I see the kind of airports and flying signs, which get me excited when I see that. I also have a small vision board on my phone, so that if I'm out and about on the go, I can have a look at it. And again, it's just something that inspires you, that reminds you what you're doing this for, what's the purpose. And as well, on my computer, any passwords that I have for my computer, I usually have connected to a goal. So if I was trying to achieve something, for example, if you wanted to be a millionaire within business, you could have your password millionaire 2015.